The skies above the mortal world shimmered with mischief. Two tricksters from worlds apart had sensed each other's cunning. Anansi, the master of webs and stories, felt a ripple in fate, and Loki, the god of chaos, grinned at the thought of a challenge. What happens when the greatest tricksters meet? Chaos and cleverness collide.
Anansi sat atop a giant baobab tree, spinning a web that captured stories of mortals and gods alike. Every thread carried secrets, rumors, and small mischiefs. Far to the north, Loki wandered through the frost-bitten forests of Asgard, laughing as his illusions tricked even the bravest warriors. But fate was weaving a new story, one that neither trickster could ignore. A strange portal appeared in the night sky, shimmering with colors neither of them had seen before. Drawn by curiosity and the thrill of challenge, both stepped through and found themselves in a realm neither fully African nor Norse, but a place of pure trickery and unpredictability.
Anansi's eyes gleamed as he saw a tall figure with a mischievous grin. "You are not from these lands," he said, his voice calm but teasing. Loki bowed mockingly. "And you must be the famous Anansi, the storyteller, the weaver of webs. I've heard tales, though none nearly as entertaining as I am." Anansi chuckled, spinning a web around a nearby tree. "Careful, stranger. My webs catch more than flies." Loki snapped his fingers, and suddenly dozens of illusions sprang up, each a mirror of Loki himself. Anansi's web shimmered, capturing the illusions one by one, twisting them into stories of failure and confusion. The two danced a game of tricks. Loki tried to trap Anansi in a loop of false doors and endless corridors, while Anansi turned Loki's illusions against him, weaving the chaos into stories that made the Norse gods stumble. The realm around them seemed alive, responding to their mischief. Mountains moved, rivers reversed, shadows whispered secrets. Mortals watching from afar would have thought the world itself had gone mad.
Did you see the glow above
Yet,
the mountain?
as clever as they were, neither could gain the upper hand. Every trick was met with an equal and opposite counter-trick. Laughter and cunning filled the sky, echoing across realms.
Then, in a moment of daring brilliance, Loki created a mirror that reflected not illusions, but truths, the fears, regrets, and hidden desires of Anansi. For the first time, the spider god hesitated. Seeing this, Anansi spun a web unlike any before, a web of possibilities, stories that could reshape reality itself. He ensnared not just illusions, but Loki's own ambitions, twisting them into a tale where both were the heroes and villains aligned simultaneously. The two gods stared at each other, realization dawning. They were equals. Masters of chaos, humor, and cunning, neither could truly outwit the other. And yet, the thrill of the encounter had changed something fundamental. Even gods could learn from one another. As the round calmed, Anansi bowed slightly. "Perhaps we should meet again," he said, weaving a tiny portal back to his home. Loki grinned, disappearing in a swirl of smoke. "Until next time, Spider. Next time, I will have the upper hand." But neither knew, in their absence the threads of fate had intertwined. Mortals would whisper of two tricksters colliding, and legends of their encounter would grow, going across worlds. And somewhere, hidden in shadow and light, another portal began to shimmer, waiting for the next sail.